Fred Books just opened its second location here in the area. This week we're going to tell you about their business model. So come on inside and let's find out more. Thank you to our sponsor, Shore United Bank. For 150 years, Shore United has been helping businesses grow, families thrive, and communities prosper. Visit them downtown or at Harrison Crossing. Today I'm at Fred Books, 2629 Wheatland Woods Drive in Spotsylvania County. I'm with Larry Stone and Carla Rubio, who are the owners of Fred Books, which just opened its second location. So I read a little bit about when you did your ribbon cutting in Ladysmith, and I thought it seemed like a really sort of innovative business model. So, well, just tell us generally, what is Fred Books and what do y'all do?
Well, we're a little bookstore that spends a lot of time giving back to the community. So we get books in, and then we not only do we have a sale, but we also give back what's remaining to the community. So we are only open 1 week out of the month, and that's like key point for both stores.
Tell us about the Ladysmith store that just opened. Where's that?
Sure. Our Ladysmith store that we just opened is at 8011 Commerce Way. It's in Ruther Glen, Virginia, right off the highway. Very easy to get to. And it has a similar feel to the fun that everyone loves Fred Books, with a little bit of a twist. Because we have two stores, same concept, only open 1 week a month. A lot of some showcase type unique finds will find their way into Ladysmith first. We have the week sale there, and then a lot of those items will trickle down to our Fredericksburg store. Now I say that, all the while Larry and I are getting one store taken care of, the team behind the scenes is getting the other store ready for the next sale as well. So it really is two separate adventures, treasure hunts, if you may, of two different stores.
And how can people find out like when the sales will be? And
there's a lot of ways to find out about us. One of the most popular one is we're very active on social media, Facebook and Instagram. We've got a newsletter, an email newsletter you can sign up on our website. You can check our website. You can also just give us a call, or we now have our very own app, which we're very happy to announce. So we have a Fred Books app where you can find all the information about the next event for either store.
And I see you have a donation box out here in the parking lot of this location. So is that where most of your inventory comes from donations?
Actually, inventory really does come from many sources. So we started working with downsizing companies, estate sale companies, realtors, and thrift shops. And then when we opened our doors to the first sale, that's when we realized the public also needed to find homes for their books. And then that became a fun part of the addition. So when we're open, people drop off, and when we're closed, we have a drop box. People can drop off anytime.
So it's a really cool business, but sort of make the case for why, like, the community value or the civic value of a business model like this.
Well, the main thing is that we're trying to inspire reading in young people. So as we get books in, at the end of our sale, there are books still left over, and we go out to the community and give them away in a number of different type of events. Churches can come in and pick up books. Any organization that needs books can come in and pick up books after our sale. But what we try and do is get out into the school systems and offer up books for free, or to events like at Kid Fest.
And just looking at the pricing, looks like it's a lot cheaper than going and buying a book or a puzzle new.
So with so many books and turning over a store basically every month or less, we don't have the time to unfortunately price every single book, but that works out, I think, in your favor.
It does.
Most of our books have a standard pricing there, but around $5 or $6. Kids books, around $2 or so, and even on top of all that, because we only have a week to sell the books and we want to get them back into the hands of readers, what's also been very popular is our box days. So the last 3 days of our sale here in Fredericksburg will be fill a box day. You get a whole box, you fill it up with all the books, music, and movies that you can find. You fill the box up for one set price. And that really, drives out the bargain hunters, the treasure hunters, all like the families, teachers, and it's a really awesome way where they can kind of build their own box of adventures.
I see some games and puzzles, and you have a variety of things in addition to books.
So vinyl records, comic books, DVDs and CDs, VHS. You know, we think that VHS is long gone, but people love to come in and find those vintage finds. So they want to find their favorite movie on the oldest version they can find.
Yeah.
So all those are right here. We even have crazy things like laser discs, which almost predate me. So.
And just finally, like, tell people a little about the idea for the business. I guess you opened a couple years ago. So what was sort of your background that led to the idea to start this?
Well, we opened up a one-time sale. It was basically a garage sale with all books. And we advertised it like a garage sale with signs on the side of the road. We opened on a 19-degree morning in January. And we did this in a storage unit. I said, this is never going to fly. Nobody's going to show up for this. And as soon as we opened the doors, there were people there. And that very day, or the day that people were coming in with their laundry baskets full of books, and they said, I've been keeping these in my car for a month, and I haven't known where to give them. And then they had a home for them, and then we were able to rehome them for them. And so that's kind of where this whole thing started. Neither of us set out to own a brick and mortar bookstore. That was the last thought in our minds. But we knew immediately we had found a community need.
Yeah. Well, it's a really great idea. Well, congratulations on your second location.
Thanks,
We're doing
Thank
this.
you.
The sale that we're featuring today is already passed by the time you're watching this, but I'm sure you'll have another one coming up soon.
Every month.
Every month.
Both locations, every month.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's going to do it for this week's edition. We appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our newsletter, and we'll keep you up to date on business happenings here in the Fredericksburg region. See you next week. Again, I want to thank our sponsor, Shore United Bank.